Hi there. In this lesson, we'll talk about creating case studies. Now, why should you create case studies? Well, your prospects are going to have some pretty serious questions, and they may ask them and they may not. You want to be able to answer those questions, but even better, you want to show them the answers before they even ask, and you can do that with published case studies. In other words, you want to build trust. Now, here are some of the questions that customers might be asking themselves, but not asking you. If you can proactively address these questions or issues, you'll build trust. So customers might have questions such as, what kind of relationship can I build with this agency? How did they use their skills to deliver a creative solution? How does the agency tackle and manage issues? What values and ideas does the agency care about, and do they align with ours? And what kind of results do they deliver, and will they be effective for us? You'll notice that many of these questions include the words I, our, me, we, us. The prospect is naturally thinking about themselves and not you, which is a central idea in prospecting. Always keep the potential client at the center of everything. Effective case studies don't have to be boring or generic, and they don't have to just outline the challenge, solution, and results, and they definitely should not be just an afterthought. However, they should focus on the customer and not the product, and they should be visually stimulating and tell a story. Always include specific details and be transparent. Include those threats and struggles that you faced. And make sure that your case studies are easily available for view or download on your website. Now, there's more than one way to package case studies, but the most convincing ones all have something in common, and that's great storytelling. So to ensure that you're telling a proper story, your case study should include these three crucial elements: the conflict, the resolution, and the happy ending, but not necessarily in that order, which we'll talk about. So the first element of a case study is the conflict. What goal did the client want to accomplish? The conflict is typically the introduction of the case study. It should briefly describe the client's business, the problem that they hired you to work on, and what was keeping them from fixing this problem. In other words, why were they stuck with that problem? Was it a lack of internal resources or a lack of internal expertise? Make sure you include that detail because that can help readers identify with the problem that the client faced and then empathize with them. And that can help them envision coming to you for help with the same problem. Here's an example from Fractal, an agency that worked with BuzzStream and then created a case study. This is an excerpt from step 1, the conflict. While they already had strong brand recognition within the link building and SEO communities, BuzzStream came to Fractal for help with launching large-scale campaigns that would position them as thought leaders and provide long-term value for their brand. So Fractal stated what they already were strong with, but what BuzzStream came to them to help with. Now, step 2 of a case study is the resolution. How did you solve the conflict? Case studies are obviously great for showing proof of results that you've achieved for clients, but perhaps more importantly, case studies give prospective clients a glimpse into your processes and how you approach problems. A really good case study paints a picture of what it's like to work with you. So some elements that you want to include in step 2 is include the strategy you encompassed and how it was decided, any threats or struggles you faced along the way and maybe why the strategy changed, how it was tailored to fit the customer, and who worked on the project. This should be the bulk of your case study, and it should really detail the resolution. Share as much specific information as you and the client are comfortable with. The more you're able to share, the more you can highlight your strategic thinking and problem-solving abilities. Again, here's an excerpt from Fractal's case study with BuzzStream from step 2. So here you can see why the strategy was changed based on initial results. After analyzing the initial campaigns, we determined the most effective strategy included a combination of the following content types designed to achieve different goals. And then it lists those 3 content types and then talks about how this new strategy yielded even better results. Now, step 3 of a case study is the happy ending. What did your resolution actually achieve? Now, obviously, this is the part where you share your results. I would suggest featuring this actually at the beginning of your case study rather than burying it at the end. Here you can see some tips for step 3. Of course, you want to summarize your results, but include visuals to make it a bit more interesting and engaging. Also, be sure to tie in how the results you achieved had a bottom line impact. What impact did those results have on the client's business? That's a really important step. Here you can see an excerpt from Fractal's case study with BuzzStream. You'll notice that it doesn't start with how link building improved or how ranking improved. It goes straight to how organic search traffic increased, and you can see it with a visual. So those are the 3 elements of a case study. Again, we suggest moving that happy ending or the results to the beginning and then fleshing it out with steps 1 and 2, the conflict and the resolution. So that is the case study. Thank you.